Hello and welcome kids once again to your science classes of grade 5th. And as you can see in this part of the video, I am going to give the solutions of your science UT1 worksheet number 1 and worksheet number 2 with their answers. Okay, but before that, I would like to tell you that for your science UT1 exam, you have to prepare thoroughly through complete science UT1 syllabus. Okay, these two worksheets are only for the practice purpose. Questions can come from anywhere among the syllabus. The two topics which we have done, that is the chapter 1 topic 1 growing plants, and the chapter 2 topic 2, that is food and health. You have to prepare both these chapters thoroughly, completely. Everything is to be covered. You have to read the chapters, you have to learn all the given book exercises, you have to learn all the given keywords in the sense, these are the keywords. Suppose this is the keywords of your topic 1, okay, and these are the keywords of your topic 2, okay, food and health, and all the given question answers. Along with in topic 2, you have to learn these tables. Table deficiency diseases, okay, table 2, this is communicable diseases, and the table symptoms and preventive measures of communicable diseases. Okay, so these three tables are very, very, very important. I am again telling you, these three tables which is given in topic 2 chapter 2 food and health, these three tables, one is of deficiency diseases, in which the name of the deficiency disease, the disease is caused by the deficiency of which particular vitamin and mineral, and what are the symptoms, what are the signs of this diseases in the body, and what food we will eat that will cure this disease, that will prevent this disease. This table is about that. This is very important. Okay, questions can come from this table. Next table is of communicable diseases. The name of the germs like bacteria, virus, protozoa, fungi. The names of the germs are given, pictures also given, and what are the diseases caused by those particular germs, they are given. So the spelling of these diseases and by which microorganism they are being caused, this table is about that, and it is very important. And the third table is about symptoms and preventive measures of communicable diseases. Name of some of the communicable diseases is given, like malaria. Now what are the symptoms, what are the signs of this disease? That person will be having fever, constant shivering, means कपकपाना, वो लगातार कपकपाता रहेगा. And what are the preventive measures? To avoid stagnant water puddles around your house. So this is the preventive measures for that. Next is tuberculosis, then next is conjunctivitis, then next is typhoid, and similarly their symptoms and what are the preventive measures we will apply, that is being given. So these three tables which are given in your chapter 2 topic 2 food and health is very, very important. I am again telling you, so please learn these tables also, okay, along with all other things like the keywords, like the question answers, like the book exercises, okay, these book exercises. Okay, so this was from my side. And yes, one more thing, that the diagram question, to draw the diagram of any particular thing from your science UT1 syllabus, that will not come. You will not be asked to draw anything in your science UT1 exam. But yes, the questions can be asked from the parts of the diagram. Okay, suppose for example, this part of the diagram is fruits and vegetables. So questions can come like, what is the role of fruits and vegetables in our body, or why fruits and vegetables are important, or from which nutrient we get which name the nutrient which helps to protect our body. Okay, so vitamins and minerals, and we get vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables. So I was just giving an example for you. Okay, to draw the diagram, that will not come, but questions can come from the labeling of the diagram, from the part of the diagram related to that. Okay, so you have to study these things also completely. Okay, similarly in chapter 1, this is the stages of germination of a seed. So question can come that what is the after seed, what is the next part? So you will answer seedling. After seedling, what is the next, in next part of the seed growth, what we see? तो we see that shoot grows upward. Shoot means जो पहला stem होता है, तना, ये ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ता है. Root grows downwards. Then in the next stage, the stem is more firm. Leaves also appear. And in the final stage, this cotyledons, they has been used, they shrink and fall off. The cotyledons are discarded. Similarly, what is the function of a seed coat? The seed coat is an outer covering that protects the baby plant inside. What is the function of seed hole? So seed hole allows water to enter the seed. What is the function of cotyledons? So cotyledons store food for the baby plant. Yeah, what is the embryo? Embryo grows into a baby plant. So I was just giving you an example. To draw the diagram, that will not come, but questions can come from the labeling of the diagram. So you have to study that also. I think I am clear. So again I am telling you, you have to learn, revise, practice completely Science UT1 syllabus of yours along with these 2 worksheets. Okay. Now let's come back to the solution of worksheet number 1. As you can see, your question paper will consist of 2 sections. It will be consisting of 20 questions. Each question is important and compulsory to do. Marks will be given over there only. Whatever will be the MCQs type question, out of 4 or whatever options are given, you have to just click the correct option for that question. Okay, after completing the MCQ section, you will move to the next section. You will press the next button and move to the next section, and there you will type that will be answer the following questions, and you will be typing the answers. One very important thing which I want to tell you, every student has to type the complete word or complete sentences for the answers. No short form will be accepted for any of the word, any of the sentences, any of the answers. Please mark my words very carefully. Listen to these instructions very carefully. Every student has to type complete sentences, complete words, complete statements for any of the given answer. Nobody is allowed to use any kind of short forms. No short forms will be accepted. Marks will be 0 if you people will be using short forms. For example, if you have to write vitamins and minerals protect our body from diseases, then you will type complete words, vitamins, 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 and minerals, MINERA. Complete words you have to type. No short forms. Understand? Okay. Now, in worksheet number 1, we can see tick the correct answer. So first is seeds are present inside. Now tell me, seeds are present inside what? Leaves, fruits, flowers, roots. So we know the correct answer is fruits. So that's what written over here, fruits. Okay, first answer is B. Second, plants are living, non-living, heterotrophs, none of these. So plants are living things. We all know plants are living things. Question number 3. Which part of a bryophyllum plant gives rise to new plants? So what will be the answer? Leaf. In case of bryophyllum, we know this is the bryophyllum leaf. These are the small leaf buds which are present as notches. Leaves of bryophyllum plants have buds in the notches along the margins. So these buds develop into new plantlets. Plantlets means small plants. Okay. So this will be the answer. So leaf will be the answer. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. True, false, या none of these? So obviously it is true. So that's what written over here. Fourth ka true. Now the fifth one. Outer covering of a seed is called seed leaf, seed coat, embryo. So what is the answer? Seed coat. Outer covering of the seed is called seed coat. Next question number 6. Which of the following give more energy than carbohydrates? So proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. So what will be the answer? Fats. 6th answer is B. Fats gives us more energy than carbohydrates. Okay. Next question is typhoid is caused by which microbe? We have to write typhoid is caused by which microbe? So typhoid is caused by the microorganism called bacteria. So 7 answer is B, bacteria. Question number 8. Sunlight helps our body to make which vitamin? Sunlight helps our body to make which vitamin? So we know the answer is option number D, vitamin D. So the same is written over here, vitamin D. Next question is, which of the following is a communicable diseases? Communicable diseases are those diseases which is spread from a person, from an infected person to a healthy person. So goiter, anemia, rickets, measles and flu. So option number D, measles and flu, they are the examples of communicable diseases. So that's what written, option number D, measles and flu. Last question of worksheet number 1. Which nutrient help in protecting our body against diseases? So option number D again, vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals, therefore they are known as protective nutrient. Okay, protective group of food, because they help our body to fight against diseases. So this was your worksheet number 1 solution. Now coming to the worksheet number 2. So let's see what is there in worksheet number 2. Yes, here you have to answer the following questions. Now you have to give answer to the following questions. So what is the first question? What is germination? You have to answer what is germination. So now here is the science 5 worksheet number 2 solutions. Yes, answer number 1. The process by which a seed grows into a new plant is called germination. Yes, according to the question you have to write your answer. Okay, as per the question. Now the question is simply asking define germination or what is germination. So whatever will be the answer कि germination वो process है जिससे कि एक seed जो है that grows into a new plant, that is known as germination. Okay, next question is give 2 examples of kharif crops. Now you have to write 2 examples of kharif crops. Now we know what are the kharif crops. Crops like rice and maize that are grown in summer season and harvested at the end of monsoon season, they are called kharif crops. So right now the season of kharif crops is going on because these crops are grown in the summer season and they are harvested at the end of the monsoon season. Okay, and the examples include rice and maize. So we have to write the examples, 2 examples of kharif crops. So we have written rice and maize. Okay. Vegetables like cauliflower and peas, they are grown during winter seasons. Winter season में grown होते हैं, that means they are the examples of rabi crops. जो vegetables है, you can also write the examples of vegetables also. But यहाँ पे cauliflower और जो peas हैं वो winter season में grow करते हैं और वो rabi crops हैं. Okay, लेकिन जो brinjal और gourd हैं, these are the kharif crops. Okay. लेकिन जो ब्रिंजल है और जो गोड मीन्स घिया, these are the examples of kharif crops because these are grown during the summer and harvested at the end of the monsoon season. Okay, so this was your second question. Question number 3 is what is seed dispersal? You have to write what is the definition of seed dispersal. So the answer is the process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called seed dispersal. Seed dispersal वो process है जिससे कि जो plants, जो fruits के जो seeds हैं वो scattered away हो जाते हैं. Scattered away means spread at far off places. दूर दूर हो जाते हैं अपने mother plant से ताकि उनको और better condition मिल सके for their growth and development. उनको proper space मिल सके, वो प्रॉपरली सारा कुछ जो उनमें ज़्यादा कॉम्पिटिशन्स उन सीड के बीच में ना हो. अगर वो इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे एक ही जगह, द सीड्स विल फॉल ऑफ, देन देयर विल बी अ कॉम्पिटिशन बिटवीन द सीड्स एंड ऑल द सीड्स विल नॉट बी एबल टू grow into a healthy plant. But if they will be scattered away at far off places, at different places, then most of the seeds will get suitable conditions, air, water, space, suitable environment for their growth and development, growth and germination. So this will be the answer, the answer number 3. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called seed dispersal, and there are so many agents of seed dispersal like dispersal by wind, dispersal by water, dispersal by animals, dispersal by explosion. So what is this method and what are the particular examples that you have to also study? That's why I have told you children in the beginning of this class only that you have to thoroughly means completely read the lessons, read the chapters at least 5 times. Understand, at least 5 times. And then you have to learn each and everything related to to this two particular chapters related to your Science UT1 syllabus chapters. Okay. Okay, question number 4 is define cotyledons. Now you have to write the definition of cotyledons. So where I have written, yes, here it is. Parts of a seed that store food for the baby plant are called cotyledons. Yes, here you can see this is the cotyledon part. And cotyledons, what is the function of cotyledons? It store food for the baby plant. So it is also a part, inner part of this seed. Cotyledon is the inner part of this particular seed and its function is that it store food for this baby plant. Unless and until this baby plant becomes a plant, grows into a perfect plant, this baby plant takes its food from this cotyledon part. Okay. So that we will write that parts of a seed that store food for the baby plant, they are called cotyledons. Now what is question number 5? In question number 5, you have to define balanced diet. So what is a balanced diet? A diet that contains all the nutrients in adequate amount. Adequate amount means correct amount, proper amount, right amount. Anything you can also write. Required for the healthy functioning of our body is called a balanced diet. जो कि हमारी बॉडी के हेल्दी फंक्शनिंग के लिए रिक्वायर्ड हो. सो दैट इज नोन एज बैलेंस डाइट. उस डाइट को हम बैलेंस डाइट कहते हैं जिसमें हर तरीके के न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रेजेंट हो. इट कंटेन्स प्रोटीन्स, इट कंटेन्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, इट कंटेन्स लिटिल गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ फैट ऑल्सो, लिटिल अमाउंट बट इन लिटिल अमाउंट, and vitamins and minerals along with the roughage. So such a diet is known as balanced diet. Okay. Question number 6 is define disease. What is a disease that you have to write? So answer number 6 is an abnormal condition in which our body does not function properly is called a disease. डिजीज क्या है? ये एक एबनॉर्मल कंडीशन है हमारी बॉडी का, जिसमें कि जो हमारे बॉडी के फंक्शंस है, जो नॉर्मल फंक्शंस हमारी बॉडी के अंदर हो रहे हैं वो नहीं होते हैं उस कंडीशन में, जब हम डिजीज होते हैं, जब हम बीमार होते हैं. ठीक है, तो उस कंडीशन को ही हम डिजीज बोलते हैं. ठीक है, बीमार हो जाना. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज नेम 2 डिजीजेस कॉज्ड बाय फंजाई. अब आपको 2 डिजीजेस के नाम बताने हैं जो कि फंजाई की वजह से होते हैं. सो द नेम ऑफ द डिजीजेस विल बी इन्फेक्शंस ऑफ स्किन. फंजाई की वजह से हमारे स्किन में इन्फेक्शंस हो सकती है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रैशेस और सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ इचिंग में अकर in our skin due to this microorganism fungi. And the second is athlete's foot. Athlete's foot is also a type of skin infection which normally occurs in between your toes, in between the fingers of your foot, of your legs. आपके पैरों की जो उंगलियां हैं उनके बीच में कभी कभी इस फंजाई की वजह से इन्फेक्शन हो जाता है सीवियर. उसे हम एथलीट्स फुट कहते हैं. और ये स्पेशली उन लोगों में होता है जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा टाइट सॉक्स या टाइट शूज़ पहनते हैं और जिनके पैरों की उंगलियों के बीच में काफ़ी ज़्यादा पसीने आते हैं. इट इज़ वेरी मच स्वेटिंग एंड मॉइस्चराइज्ड एरिया, जो मतलब ज़्यादातर टाइम गीला रहता हो. ओके, सो इन दैट स्वेटिंग टाइप ऑफ स्किन in between the toes of your fingers, this infection, athlete's foot infection, can occur due to the microorganism fungi. और इसके भी symptoms यही है कि there will be itching, बहुत ज़्यादा वहाँ पे जलन होगी, itching होगी, rashes हो जाएंगे. Okay, so we have to take very good care of our feet hygiene also, of our legs hygiene, foot hygiene also. Okay, we should try to keep our legs and fingers dry. Okay, so this was the question, 2 diseases caused by fungi. Now kids, similarly the question can come, name the 2 diseases caused by virus, name the 2 diseases or 4 diseases or 3 diseases caused by bacteria or protozoa. That's why I have told you those 3 tables, the table of deficiency disease, the table of communicable disease, and the table of some of the diseases, communicable diseases, their symptoms and preventive measures. It is of utmost importance. Please go through that table and learn it completely. You have to learn both the chapters of your science UT1 syllabus thoroughly, completely. Nothing you will leave left. Okay, everything. You will read the chapters 5 times. You will learn the keywords. You will learn the question answers. You will learn all the given book exercises, all the diagram parts along with this worksheets. Now yes, moving on to the next question. Question number 8. That is, what are deficiency diseases? So the answer is, diseases that occur due to lack of certain vitamins and minerals in our diet are called deficiency diseases and are mostly related to improper eating habits. Yes, now वो diseases जो हमारी body में occur means होते हैं due to the lack of means कमी, shortage, certain vitamins and minerals, कुछ particular vitamins और minerals की कमी की वजह से जो कि हम अपने डाइट में नहीं लेते हैं, नहीं ले पाते हैं, उन्हीं डिजीजेस को हम डेफिशिएंसी डिजीजेस कहते हैं और वो ज़्यादातर रिलेटेड होते हैं इम्प्रॉपर ईटिंग हैबिट्स. इम्प्रॉपर ईटिंग हैबिट्स मीन्स जिनकी ईटिंग हैबिट्स सही नहीं हो, जो बैलेंस डाइट ना ले रहे हो, जो ज़्यादातर जंक फूड खाते हो, जो हेल्दी न्यूट्रिशियस फूड नहीं लेते हो अपने डेली के डाइट में, उनके साथ ये डेफिशिएंसी डिजीजेस हो सकते हैं. दैट्स वाई आई सजेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू किड्स दैट यू शुड टेक अ बैलेंस्ड, हेल्दी एंड न्यूट्रिशियस डाइट. ओके, so that you remain fit and healthy. Next question is, name 3 deficiency diseases, explain also. Now you have to write the name of any 3 deficiency diseases and you have to explain them also. So the first disease which I have written, that is of night blindness. It is explanation means you have to write the complete information about this disease, that this disease is caused by the deficiency means kami of vitamin A. Now the person is not able to see in dim light. Dim means कम रोशनी. जब रोशनी काफ़ी कम होती है तो वो पर्सन वहाँ पे रखी चीज़ों को नहीं देख पाता है, उसकी आंखों की रोशनी कम हो जाती है. He is not able to see in the dim light. And should eat green leafy vegetables, papaya, mango, egg yolk to cure it. और अगर वो इन सारी चीज़ों को कंज्यूम करेगा, ग्रीन पत्तेदार सब्जियां, स्पिनच, मेथी, पपाया, मैंगो, एग यॉल्क इज द येलो पोर्शन विच इज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द एग. ओके, तो ये डिजीज क्योर हो सकती है, सही हो सकती है. नेक्स्ट डिजीज आई हैव टेकन स्कर्वी. दिस इज कॉज ड्यू टू द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ विटामिन सी. person has bleeding gums and swelling of joints. जिस पर्सन को स्कर्वी हो जाए तो उसके जो गम्स हमारे मसूड़े होते हैं, हमारे माउथ में गम्स भी हैं, गम्स में दांत फिक्स्ड होते हैं, आवर टीथ आर फिक्स्ड इनसाइड द गम्स. सो गम्स की ब्लीडिंग होने लगती है, उसमें से खून आने लगते हैं. एंड स्वेलिंग ऑफ जॉइंट्स. आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड व्हाइल एक्सप्लेनिंग द वीडियोज दैट जॉइंट्स, वेयर एवर 2 bones meet in our body, that particular portion is known as joints. Suppose for example knee, elbow, जो आपके घुटने हैं, जो आपके एल्बो हैं, यहाँ पे 2 हड्डियाँ मिलती हैं एक साथ, तो उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया को हम जॉइंट्स बोलते हैं. तो जिसकी बॉडी में विटामिन सी की कमी हो जाती है तो उसकी गम से ब्लीडिंग होने लगती है और उनके जॉइंट्स में स्वेलिंग हो जाती है, सूजन आ जाती है. और इसको क्योर करने के लिए वी शुड ईट एप्पल, ऑरेंज, सिट्रस फ्रूट्स. सिट्रस फ्रूट्स में सारे जो खट्टे फल होते हैं जिसमें भी खटास होती है, जैसे कि ऑरेंज, मौसमी एंड गूसबेरीज, आंवला और आपके फिर लेमन. ओके, दीज फ्रूट्स, टमाटो, gooseberries, etc. to cure it. So, and the third disease is rickets. Now, rickets is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin D. Person has soft bones. Soft bones means weak bones. उसकी जो हड्डियां हैं वो कमजोर हो जाती हैं. And bow legs. This particular diagram also is given in your book, which I have explained so many times during the videos also, that the person who is suffering from rickets, he is or she is having bow legs. Means उसके जो legs हैं वो straight नहीं होते हैं, वो थोड़े से टेढ़े कर्व हो जाते हैं, तो इसी को हम bow legs कहते हैं. Okay, so these are the symptoms. If the person body is having a deficiency of vitamin D, then he or she must be having soft bones and bow legs, and should take milk, fish and natural sunlight also help our body to make vitamin D as a cure. तो उस पर्सन को क्या खाना चाहिए? उसको मिल्क पीना चाहिए, फिश खाना चाहिए, और उसको नेचुरल सनलाइट आधे घंटे 1 आवर नेचुरल सनलाइट में भी बिताना चाहिए, जो सुबह की अच्छी धूप होती है अराउंड 9 to 11 AM। उस धूप में भी उसे अपनी बॉडी को थोड़ा सा एक्सपोज करना चाहिए, अपनी बॉडी को रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि द नेचुरल सनलाइट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स आवर बॉडी टू मेक vitamin D inside the bones. Okay, so this were your question answer number 9. Now what is the next question? Write 2 sources each of. अब आप यहाँ पे नीचे देख रहे हो, देयर आर सो मेनी नेम्स, विटामिन ए, आयरन, विटामिन B1, फैट्स, प्रोटीन। तो आपको हर विटामिन, हर मिनरल, न्यूट्रिएंट के 2-2 सोर्सेस लिखने हैं। सोर्सेस मीन्स किस फूड आइटम्स में हमको विटामिन ए मिल सकता है, कौन सा फूड आइटम रिच है इन विटामिन ए, इन आयरन, इन विटामिन B1, इन फैट्स एंड इन प्रोटीन्स। ओके, so for vitamin A I have written carrot and mango. You can go to that table, go to the chapters and you can write other examples also. Similarly in answer 9 you can write any of the 3 deficiency diseases from this table along with their symptoms, along with the caused by deficiency of, along with the foods rich in vitamins and minerals. That is of your choice. Okay, so vitamin A, green leafy vegetables, carrot, papaya, mango, milk, egg yolk. Any of the 2 examples you can write from this table also. Okay, no issue with that. So I have written vitamin A. We get vitamin A rich sources carrot and mango. For iron, the rich sources is spinach and apple. Vitamin B1 cereals and peas. Cereals means जो अनाज होते हैं, जितने भी अनाज हम खाते हैं लाइक राइस, व्हीट, मेज, उन सब में विटामिन B1 होता है। दे आर रिच इन विटामिन B1 एंड पीज मटर में भी होती है। ओके, देन फैट्स, वी गेट फैट्स फ्रॉम बटर एंड घी, ऑयल ऑल्सो। ओके, प्रोटीन्स, वी गेट प्रोटीन्स फ्रॉम एग्स, पल्सेस, सोयाबीन्स एक्सेट्रा. So this was your answer number 10. Now the 11th question is, write the symptoms of malaria. What are the symptoms of malaria? So symptoms of malaria are fever, constant shivering. It is caused by a protozoa that is carried by the female Anopheles mosquito. Yes kids, you have to learn complete table. I am again telling you, it's not like that only if I am in the worksheet I am asking write the symptoms of malaria, तो question paper में भी I will be asking the same question. No, question paper में there may be some more questions, that by which microorganism malaria is caused, what are the symptoms, what are the preventive measures for any of the particular diseases, whether it is a communicable disease, whether it is a non-communicable disease, or whether it is a deficiency disease. You have to go through those 3 tables in your topic 2 thoroughly, completely. You have to learn each and everything related to the chapter. I am again and again telling you this thing. Okay, so here in the question it is asking what is the symptoms of malaria. तो symptoms means क्या signs होंगे हमारी बॉडी में, वो क्या sign दिखेंगे जिससे हमें पता चलेगा कि हमें मलेरिया हो गया है. तो एक तो फीवर होगी, बुखार होगा, दूसरा कांस्टेंट शिवरिंग. कांस्टेंट शिवरिंग मीन्स हम लगातार कपकपाते रहेंगे अगर हमें मलेरिया हो रखा होगा. बट बिसाइड्स दैट आपको ये भी जानना चाहिए कि जो मलेरिया है वो प्रोटोजोआ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म की वजह से होता है, और इस प्रोटोजोआ माइक्रोब को, प्रोटोजोआ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म को कौन कैरी करता है अपने साथ? तो इंसेक्ट, उसका नाम है फीमेल एनोफिलस मॉस्किटो. ओके, इट इज द कैरियर ऑफ दिस मलेरियल पैरासाइट, मलेरियल माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म, दैट इज प्रोटोजोआ. और इसको हम कैसे प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं? वी शुड नॉट अलाउ द स्टैग्नेंट वाटर, or we should not let the water to collect. It is written over here, avoid stagnant water puddles around your house, because ये जो मॉस्किटोज हैं ये इकट्ठे हुए पानी में ही प्रोड्यूस होती हैं, उसमें ही पैदा होती हैं. ठीक है, दे ब्रीड ओवर देयर. तो हमें अवॉइड करना चाहिए. हमें स्टैग्नेंट वाटर मीन्स ठहरा हुआ पानी के जो गड्ढे होते हैं उनमें पानी अलाउ नहीं होने देना चाहिए, पानी को कलेक्ट नहीं होने देना चाहिए किसी भी तरीके के गड्ढे में, बर्तन में, टायर्स में, गमलों में. Okay, we should regularly clean it up. So this is the preventive measures. So similarly with each of the disease, the symptoms is given and preventive measures are given. So you have to go through each and every thing, each and every disease, their symptoms and their preventive measures. Okay, similarly in this table of the communicable diseases, you should go through each and every microorganism and what are the diseases which it is causing. And similarly in this table of deficiency disease, you should read each and every deficiency disease, what are the causes, what are the symptoms, and what are the foods rich in particular vitamins and minerals. Okay. Okay, now the last question is, question number 12 is, what are communicable diseases? Last question is, what are communicable diseases?